All right, shalom everybody. Peace for those who love peace, and no peace for the war, the Lord said. We just started, and right away somebody's saying fake news. You know, uh, this is a Christian Prince channel. I don't provide fake news. Shame on you. I'm the last one to provide fake news. How dare you to say so? I make fun of people who make fake news. And instead of, having opening your mouth and speaking without knowing, what about you go and check it out? Here we go, we put a title for you, go check it out. Take you 2 seconds. They're fake news. One of you said, well, didn't Erdogan, he threaten Israel before? Well, yeah, they threatened Israel before, but now they have border with Israel. The story now is different because now Turkey considers Syria as part of it. After the new Syrian regime, which is the terrorists of Turkey, took over Syria, so now Turkey is not far away from. In fact, it never was far away. I mean, just a few hours drive, 5-6 hours drives, and you will be in the border with Israel. So now, even if Turkey is not, like doing what they are saying, but obviously this is what they like to do, and only stupid they will think this will never happen. It's just a matter of time. This is why actually Turkey is not happy that Iran is being now taken out. Because if Iran is taken out, then Iran will be a friend to Israel. And if Iran became a friend to Israel, then if Turkey attack Israel, the story will be different. However, it's obvious that Israel have to be ready with their nukes. They are no match to fight a country like Turkey, especially they have borders. We have talking about borders, not like Iran. There's a massive distance between them. And this is not Hezbollah, this is Turkey. And there's no solution except using nukes. And when Erdogan, he says that, he knew very well that Israel had nuke. And I will not be surprised if Turkey already have nukes. Why not? The Russian, they built for them a nuclear facility. And the same the Russian are building for Iran. And the Iranian, they are enriching uranium. And Turkey is part of the NATO, so everybody go blind on them. So I will not be surprised if Turkey already, they have their nukes ready against Israel. And Israel, they have to take this as a threat seriously, regardless if they do it now or next year or next century. All the Abduls, you see, always we say Saturday first, Sunday next. Do you remember when Erdogan, he mentioned that he saw a dream entering into Jerusalem? Israel, by Netanyahu, they made a big mistake. When they start attacking the Assad regime in Damascus and that area, supposedly the purpose is to get Iran out. But Iran get out, they did not stop. They keep attacking the guy, and then he collapsed. The result of that, the enemy of Erdogan is gone. The puppy of Erdogan, they are in Damascus. This is why actually the head of the parliament of Turkey, just a few weeks ago, he said, Israel have to remember that now we have border with Israel. Which borders he's talking about? He's talking about Syria. He said now we have borders. All right? And why Erdogan is threatening Israel? suddenly Erdogan, he want to defend the Benis. The funny is, Erdogan never opened his mouth when the Israeli was attacking in Syria for almost 2 years or 3 years, almost every day. Now he want to defend Lebanon. So I think the response for this, the Israeli have to respond by attacking Damascus and showing Erdogan his place. He said he want to put Israel in their place. He want to put Israel in their place. The wicked Erdogan said, accused Benjamin Netanyahu, the Israeli prime minister, of being blinded by blood and hate. Look who's talking about blood and hate. I mean, those people, they killed millions of Armenians, and until now they refused even to acknowledge, as they killed nobody. Not to mention the Assyrian, the Kurdish. Yeah, they can kill as many as they want. He said, had Pakistan not meditating in the war between US and Iran, we would have shown Israel in its place. And look at the coward. Why you don't show America their place? What does that mean? Why you don't say, we will show America their place? Just as we entered Libya and Karabakh. You see the filthy? It was not Azerbaijan. And this is another stupid mistake of Netanyahu. He helped Azerbaijan against Armenia. If a war happened between Turkey and Israel, Azerbaijan will stand with who? We know with who? With Turkey. Same as we enter Libya and Karabakh, which is nothing but Armenia. We can enter Israel. There's no reason not to do it. All right? It's time to put Erdogan in his place. Time to destroy his economy. It's time to boycott this filthy country. We are not against people there, but this wicked Islamist have to go. It's time to put pressure on Trump not to buy their product, not support their economy, and let it collapse. This man, his country is nothing but prostitution and hookers. When they ask him, well, okay, now the Islamists control, why don't close nightclub? His minister, he said, if we close nightclubs and alcohol, who is going to pay for the rosary? If you go right now and search nightlife in Turkey, you will see what I'm talking about. So he gives speeches about Islam, big speeches. But reality is a different story. I hope that Israel, they are getting ready for what's coming tomorrow. Tomorrow doesn't mean tomorrow necessarily. It might be tomorrow. You never know. The only thing stopping Turkey from attacking Israel is America. We know that. And if they have nukes, they say we can nuke them first before they can nuke us. I'm so glad that Israel have nukes, and powerful ones. In fact, nobody knows what Israel have. I believe nukes is an old style bombs. What Israel have is way behind nukes. This wicked man, he gives speeches about Allah and Islam. He claimed that now he is an Islamic regime. He support Hamas. He support jihad. And now he is defending Hezbollah. But this is his country. This is Turkey. Nightclub, drinking, prostitution. You know, actually once somebody told me about that there is like some people doing some da'wah. I forgot the name of the app actually. So I said, okay, let me download this app to see, you know. And yeah, he told me, I said, but I download the app. I said, but I don't see Turkey. He said, oh, you have to change your location, make it Turkey, and then all the Turkish posts will show up. So I changed my location to Turkey, and then you will see the disaster. Hookers is all over the place. They are not hiding their face. They are not hiding address. They have their phone number. They have videos. All is hookers. This is the country of Erdogan, and he gave us speeches about Islam. And this is our city. They changed the name to Islampol. And this is our church. It's not a mosque. Turkey, right? All right. So now, if we look at the map, Israel already they are expanding their positions inside Syria because they knew the threat of Turkey already, and they heard it many times before. This is why just 2 weeks ago, the Israeli they took the mountains of the Sheikh. I don't know what they call it in English actually. I don't know if they call it different name. But this mount or mountain is very important, it's overlooking Damascus. And now we understand why it's very important for Israel to extend and take this territory as Sweda, which is Druze territory. This is Druze territory. And now we understand why Israel should support the Kurdish in the north of Syria. The enemy of Turkey here is too many. Yes, they were able to control this territory for now, but control of countries always a change. Nothing is fixed. The same as Hezbollah and Iran was controlling Syria just a year ago. Now Iran is gone. And the one who did that is not America, it is Israel. So Israel now have to focus in many things. Number one, strengthen their relationship with Greece and Cyprus. We know that nobody hate the Greek people as much as Erdogan. In fact, the day before they have the massive earthquake, Erdogan, he said, and you can watch the video, he was speaking to a bunch of young people. So he said, if they don't believe us, we can make the ground under Athens, the capital of Greece, shaking and make them have earthquake. Few hours after Turkey have had the most massive, aggressive earthquake in their history. And by the way, I saw a dream about this earthquake, but this is not the one that happened. I saw something very, very bad is going to happen in Turkey. We don't want people to be hurt. This is what I saw. I'm not a prophet. Don't take my word. But I believe it's going to happen. The same as God punished him and punished them for dancing in the street, speaking about the speech of attacking Greece. They want to shake the ground under the Greek people. God shake the ground under their feet. And we know what happened then. And now that make finishing the war with Iran and changing the regime is extremely important, not an agreement. Until now, Trump, obviously, he don't want to go to war. He ordered the blockade of Hormuz to put the pressure on the Iranian to come back to the table. I believe strongly this is a good move because cutting the supply of money is very important. But it's very more important is not to make it temporarily until they come to the table. They are already in the table. They refuse. They are playing games. They are just buying time. And Trump, he should know better. This is why I said Trump, he should not listen to this guy, this immature man, J.D. Vance. He is the one who is seeking desperately. This is why he decided to go. It was his choice. He asked Trump, I want to go and not go, because he want to make it happen. He is under the influence of Tucker Carlson. This is not his job. This is the job of Marco Rubio. He is the foreign minister. In the negotiation, there's a foreign minister of Iran. Why he's going? This is not your job. You are a vice president. You should not be there. But because he is desperate to finish this war, which is against the benefit of Israel, against the benefit of the world and America. All the Iranians, they are hoping that this regime will collapse. So knowing that Turkey is not hiding their intention to invade Israel. You know, when they say invade Israel, they are not talking about shooting at you. The word invade is clear, right? We know what the word invade means. Invade is to occupy. It's not we would shoot at you, a rocket, or the same as Iran. You see, Iran is not threatening to invade Israel. They are using their puppies to do attack, to bother Israel. Turkey, Erdogan, under the filthy Erdogan, they are threatening of a real invasion, not an attack from far distance. So now the Israeli, they should know better that we have to take those enemies one after one. And it's very important because if Turkey decides to invade Israel, do you think Iran, if the regime of the mullahs of the Shia, even though they are Shia, they will not join them? Do you think the regime of Syria here, those terrorists, will not join them? Do you think the king of Jordan, he will not join them? Those wicked people, they will gang against Israel. Especially if they see that they have a powerful army with them. If they see Israel can lose, it's possible. If they see that possibility, then all those who they are their head under the sand now, saying to Israel, yes, sir, tomorrow there will be the hyena biting Israel. So Israel have to focus on many things. They have to strengthen their defense. You see, until now, the Israeli, they understood very well that the defense system is not good. It's good compared to other countries, but it's not good enough. If the Iranian regime can shoot rockets, and still those rockets, they can cause damage, well, Turkey, I will not be surprised if they are way more advanced, especially they have no sanctions on them. They are buying Russian technology, American technology, stealing everybody technology. Turkey is the same as China. You know, they steal everything. And the distance is very short. It's not the same as Iran. For a missile to go from Iran is have to fly all this distance to go to Israel. That's a lot of time. And yet Israel is having a hard time to deal with it. A missile shot from Turkey to Israel is going to take a few minutes, not an hour. As I know, the Israeli, they have the laser system is implemented, but it's short, which means it's not enough. They don't have enough machines. So they are in the production, and they are increasing this production. But they have to improve their defense system to be sure that if one day, the day where all those people, the Bible mentioned that all the nations will gang against you. So when that day happened, and I believe it's going to happen. The Bible never lies. They should be ready. Remember that carefully. The Bible never lies. Not a single prophecy in the Bible never happened. This is not the Quran. This is not the book of Muhammad. All right? This is the book of the true God. So now it's very important for Israel that the regime collapse. We don't want the plan of a Trump just to block Hormuz. We don't want to sit with them on the table. If it took us 40 days or 38 days to do what we have done, what about we continue for other 40 days? And let us see how this regime can continue. Let us turn every switch in this regime. Switch of money, switch of power, switch of energy. And let us see how this regime can survive. So I hope Trump, he will understand. In fact, like I know that Trump, he understood that Turkey is an enemy already for a while. But let us say he don't want to poke the eye of the devil for now. He is removing slowly our weapon and equipment from Turkey into Greece and Cyprus. In fact, what happened now with the NATO, Trump, he noticed, and the American noticed in general, not only Trump, that the only one really, he don't betray them in the time of war is Greece and Cyprus. Both of them, they have a great history of supporting, USA when they need. And that's why the American, they are moving and they are establishing a lot of, let us say, a lot of bases, defenses, establishment in Greece. And that for sure will bother Erdogan a lot. It's a threat to Erdogan, actually. Remember, Greece is a Greece.
When President Donald J. Trump asked me to be the United States ambassador to the Hellenic Republic, I was deeply honored. In Greece, I see a valued partner that shares our resolve to defend to the utmost a bold vision for the future and project peace through strength. Our two great nations enjoy a partnership that began over 200 years ago and continues today, stronger, deeper, and more vital than ever. We are committed to making sure we have the best, most agile, most lethal fighting forces in the world, ready to tackle the challenges of the future. President Trump has made it clear, America will stand with those who stand for freedom. Greece is not waiting for others to secure its future. It has answered President Trump's call loud and clear, investing in the greatest modernization the Hellenic Armed Forces has ever seen. The United States of America is proud to have allies like Greece.
The sound is low. The sound is not good. You guys, you cannot hear. How is the sound? You guys hear me? Okay, let me see if I can switch the source of the audio. All right, I will play the video again.
When President Donald J. Trump asked me to be the United States ambassador to the Hellenic Republic, I was deeply honored. In Greece, I see a valued partner that shares our resolve to defend to the utmost a bold vision for the future and project peace through strength. Our two great nations enjoy a partnership that began over 200 years ago and continues today, stronger, deeper, and more vital than ever. We are committed to making sure we have the best, most agile, most lethal fighting forces in the world, ready to tackle the challenges of the future. President Trump has made it clear, America will stand with those who stand for freedom. Greece is not waiting for others to secure its future. It has answered President Trump's call loud and clear, investing in the greatest modernization that...
Did you hear what they said? They answer President Trump call. Who is the one is calling them to strengthen defense together? Did you hear it? It is Trump. But why Trump would do that? Because through the last, since Erdogan became president and those Islamists came, USA could not use a single time any base in Turkey. In any war they have, including this one. And this time, even European, they refused to give USA access to their port and their airport. The only one who always allow USA to do so is Greece and Cyprus. So Trump, he start focusing on Greece because obviously Turkey is an enemy. Europe, they are woke. They are stupid. And even until now, actually, they don't want to open Hormuz. They are complaining that in 3 weeks from now, they will be out of airplane fuel. Still, they don't want to do anything. This is how woke they are. So the ambassador of USA in Greece, she said, the Greek people, they answered the call of Trump to strengthen their defense together. Our defense and their defense. And this is what is driving Erdogan crazy in his worry.
It has answered President Trump's call loud and clear, investing in the greatest modernization the Hellenic Armed Forces has ever seen. The United States of America is proud to have allies like Greece, and we are working to build and enhance this partnership every single day. Across Greece, our militaries are building readiness, resilience, and trust.
You can watch the video. So across Greece, we are building military bases, all kind of things. And now Israel is there too. That's why Hezbollah and Iran, they shoot missiles at Cyprus. Somebody was asking me to explain why I am underestimating and pushing Turkey up. My friend, Turkey is 100 million citizens. It's part of the NATO. They have all kind of modern weapon. This is not Iran. So if we have difficulty to fight Iran, how about Turkey, which is across the street from Israel? The war with Turkey will not be the same as the war with Iran. For many reasons. Turkey is a Muslim Sunni. So all the Muslim Sunni, they will join to support. The same as now, all the Muslim Shia in Iraq and Lebanon are supporting Iran or in Yemen. So when you fight with Turkey, they are a short distance. They have a massive army. They have all the new airplanes, which is owned by the NATO, including F-35, which allow them to fly into Israel in a few minutes, in case you do not know. And in the top of that, the stupid American, they store a lot of nukes inside Turkey. And I don't know if they still exist. If you remember, during the war in Gaza, thousands of Turkish Muslims, they stormed American bases where we store our nukes. All right? So if you want to win a war, you don't say Turkey is nothing, like Israel can win. That is not smart. That is very, very unsmart. All right? And because they can be in 3 hours or 4 hours, they can be in Israel, you have to take that into consideration. Syria right now is totally controlled by Turkey. And that was a strategic mistake by Trump when he let the Kurdish give up to the regime in Syria. By doing that, he gave full control to Turkey in Syria. The only thing now is bothering Erdogan is a Russian. The Russian antenna now, they have bases in this city and this city. All right? Otherwise, the whole country now is open for them. They can right now, overnight, they can send tens of thousands of troops to go to the border of Israel. And look, Erdogan, he's saying the same way we enter Libya, look how far Libya, all right? We can, and we enter Armenia as a Karabakh. Why we cannot invade Israel? And yes, the Turkish now, they have bases in Libya. Turkey is developing very advanced drones. We know actually during the war in Ukraine that the poor Ukrainian, they have to buy the Turkish drones because nobody sells them drones. The Turkish, not because they love Ukraine, but because they hate both. Christians killing Christians, let us give them weapon. And Erdogan always have a dream to take back Crimea, which is Ukraine, part of Ukraine. But once upon a time, this is used to be where the Tatar used to live. If you go to Ukraine. This is why if you search right now, you will find that Erdogan, he made many conferences for the Tatar of Crimea specifically. Erdogan was hoping that Ukraine will be weak and he himself will be invade Crimea and will take it and will say, well, you know what, this is where the Tatar used to live and they are Turkish. Putin, he stole it before others will steal it. And now, Ukraine became way stronger for someone like Erdogan to invade. They will never be able to do so. This war made Ukraine army is very powerful, expert army. But still the dream of Turkey is to take Crimea. So he can control this territory, control the sea, the exit. The same reason Putin, he controlled this area, because he want to control the sea. He want to control all the way to Odessa, and then he want to go to take Moldova. This is Moldova, which until now actually, the Russian, they have a big part of this land here in the border with Ukraine, controlled by Russian army. They have, I think, about 2,000 to 3,000 soldiers. And they consider this territory here as part of Russia, even though it's Moldova. So Putin was hoping to take over this area and then take Odessa. This is why he tried to go through Odessa, but he could not. They pushed him back. Otherwise, he will be able to connect to Moldova, and then Russia connected to Moldova, and he will take Moldova. And slowly, he surrounded, he cut Ukraine from the sea. They cannot have any port no more. He take Moldova, and it's a big disaster for. And then he can go to Kyiv. He can, slowly, the country will collapse. Having ports is very important to any country. So, Turkey is not a small, tiny country. And Erdogan, when he threats someone he think he can make it with. That's why he will never threat America. Like, why he never threat America? Why? We don't dare. You see, those wicked Islamists, they threat you only when they see that we are maybe equal, or let us say, have a bigger army, we can be a threat for you. But Erdogan will go like a rat. Do he dare? Like, okay, now he is upset because Israel is attacking Lebanon? How come you did not get upset when they were attacking Syria? Or because at that time they were helping us? We shut up. They were cleaning the ground for us so we can take over. So Netanyahu, that's why I don't like this guy. He's a stupid. He keep hitting Syria to the point this regime collapsed. And now we have what? Okay, we got rid of the Iranian. That's good. Hezbollah went out. That's good. But why you keep hitting the regime? The stupid regime was there. At least they are anti-Turkey. At least they make a barrier between you and them. So he keep hitting to the point this guy collapsed. So now the Israeli, they have a very tough time. The enemy is always there. The Muslims always will hate Israel. This is not new. It's in their book. It's in their so-called holy book. It's an order from Muhammad to do genocide to the Jews. It's all over. And this will happen, which means attacking Israel, when they feel Israel is weak. So now Israel is stringing their relationship the same as USA with Cyprus and Greece. Israel, they need to fix their mistake by letting the Kurdish and obeying Trump to let the Kurdish let the Syrian take their area. They should rearm again the Kurdish and support them heavily so they can claim this area and kick the Syrian government out. They should do it. They should take over this area, which is the Rus area in Syria, Suwaida. Here. In fact, if you look at it, it's a black territory. That's why it's called Suwaida, because this is a volcano. Suwaida is like something too black. So this is a volcano territory. A lot of volcanoes, rocks, and mountains here, and the majority of them, they are Druze. And until now, the Syrian regime could not enter. And the reason they could not enter because of Israel. So now the Israelis need to understand that it's very important. And by the way, those people here, they are inviting Israel to come. The Druze in this area, they are begging Israel to come and take them. They want to be part of the state of Israel. And, there is no border for Israel with this, Suwaida. So what they have to do, they have to open a corridor from their borders all the way to Suwaida and take it. Let us see what Erdogan can do. And then that will be a bigger threat to the regime in Syria and is going to collapse. In fact, I believe that Israel should start communicating with the Alawi, the one who was supporting Hezbollah before. Because now they are discriminated, being killed, women, they were raped, and they would love to have a relationship with Israel. Let us make it simple. Israel should have a relationship with every enemy of Turkey. All the enemy of Turkey. As they say, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. All right? So, Erdogan making a threat, it might be for local marketing speech, to make the Turkish proud and vote for his party, which is bankrupt. But that can be turned into reality one day, when those wicked, they feel that you are weak. So the Israelis have to increase their nuke or nuclear, ability, and focus in something can not only destroy the enemy, it can teach every enemy to think a billion times before they make their speech come true to attack Israel. And I'm so glad to see that Trump is thinking wisely and moving a lot of bases into Cyprus and into Greece. And now I believe that Israel, they should not negotiate peace with anybody. Like now we hear the Israelis are negotiating peace with the government of Lebanon. That can be good to give them legitimate reason to attack Hezbollah together, which means we will negotiate with the Lebanese government. Lebanese government already they consider Hezbollah as a terrorist organization. So making the Lebanese come to agreement with Israel that Hezbollah is a terrorist organization, that maybe can make it way more legal for Israel to invade Lebanon. Not as an invasion to occupy, but to invade to help the Lebanese government to destroy Hezbollah. So nobody can say, oh, they are invading Lebanon. You see, the Israeli, if they are invited by the Lebanese government, because obviously the Lebanese government, they cannot do it. They cannot. They have no ability to take over Hezbollah. The president, the prime minister, they are potatoes. And their army is an army of potatoes too. Hezbollah have more members than the army of Lebanon. They have more serious weapon than the army of Lebanon. So when the Lebanese government, they say Hezbollah is not legal no more, it's good. So Israel can say, see, this is even terrorist, considered terrorist organization even by their own government. And what make it more funny, by the way, Hezbollah, they have ministers in the Lebanese government. They are part of his government. In fact, they infiltrate the army, the police. Hezbollah is all over. They used to control the airport totally. Like you go to the airport in Lebanon, you land in Beirut, you will not be arrested by the Lebanese police. You will be kidnapped by Hezbollah in the front of the Lebanese police, and they can do nothing about it. They will say he's wanted for us. Who is the police there to say to them, you cannot do that? They own the country now. And the only one is making things right in Lebanon right now is Israel. The Lebanese government is like a form of a shampoo. It doesn't exist. It's just a look. Ministers, president, but they have no ability to do anything. And now I believe the Lebanese stupid government, they understood that the only one who can help them is Israel. Stop your stupidity saying Israel is our enemy. Your enemy is your own, who they are inside the country, and they believe that they belong to Iran. In fact, Hezbollah, they believe that Lebanon belong to Iran, belong to Allah and the Shia and the Ali. That's why they want to take over. And they keep threatening, if you try to take our weapon, we are going to make a civil war. So civil war is going to happen. Anytime it can happen. And then the Sunni here in the north of Lebanon, they will be sponsored by the Sunni in Syria and Erdogan maybe. And that will give a chance maybe to Erdogan to come here. But imagine Erdogan now claiming that he is supporting Hezbollah. Shouldn't somebody question Trump How in the world do you consider Turkey is our friend? What about Trump now? He make a post in Twitter, and that post will make Turkey economic collapse. The same as he did many times before. He did before. This should not go out without punishment, even if he's making a speech to his false audience, stupid audience, let us say. And Israel should know and prepare that what is today is fiction, tomorrow is going to be reality. You know, when Iran, 60 years ago, they start shouting, death to America, death to Israel, everybody laugh. Oh, death, let them shout. Let them shout. They let the devil grow. The small, tiny midget who just have a sign saying death to America, death to Israel, almost they have their nukes. Trust me, they will use it. All of this because they ignore the risk. They were doing politics in Israel, not security. In fact, the Israeli is the one who made Hezbollah grow by their stupid mistakes when they withdrew from Lebanon. Hezbollah claimed they are the one who kicked the Israeli. But that's not true. In fact, Israel is the one who made Hamas exist. How? They let go the founder of Hamas, the biggest sheikh terrorist, and they knew that they will grow when they let him go out. But they said to themselves, oh, if we let him grow, Yasser Arafat will get weaker. So we got rid of Yasser Arafat, we got Hamas. Again, the stupidity and the politics of Israel. So we get rid of the one who don't believe in Allah, I mean, just by name, and we created a more aggressive weeds and evil. And now we have Hamas. The Israelis were thinking, okay, they will start fighting each other. That's good. Yeah, it's good, but then they will take over. And now you get this shit, excuse my language. So always the Israeli, they make poo-poo. And that's why they should not make poo-poo no more. Because they are surrounded by enemy. They sign a peace agreement with Egypt. Are they really having peace with Egypt? No. They will attack you any day they think you are weak. So what if Israel attack from Egypt, from Jordan, from Turkey, from Syria side in one day? Is that impossible? They did it before 1973. They sent even armed forces from Libya, from Morocco, from Algeria, from Iraq, Jordan, Afghanistan. Even Jordan, they brought pilot from Pakistan, all against the small, tiny Israel. So if you think this will never happen, you are mistaken. That can happen anytime. All right? And only naive ones is the one who think that it is not possible. It happened many times. In fact, each war Israel they have until now, it was multi-country attacking them. Like which one was not multi-country? Even this one. Yemen, Lebanon, Iran, Iraq. Even this one. Correct? 4 countries. A smart leader is the one who see the future, not the one who look under his feet only. So it's very important to get rid of the regime of Iran So we can surrender the enemy, the Hezbollah in Iraq, Erdogan. We will have bases here. I will not be surprised if the king of Iran gave bases to Israel. I will not be surprised. And it's time for Israel to have good relationship with Armenia. Because we know who is your friend, not Azerbaijan. If a war happened between Israel and Turkey, we know Azerbaijan will side with Turkey. They will never side with Israel. All right. Anyone have a question for me? Let us see. I hope that Trump, he will not go to the easy way with Iran. Blockade of Hormuz is not really, they can stay without it, okay, they will be out of money for, I mean, that is not a solution. Do what you said you will do. Go and tell them I will turn off the switch and you better turn it off. Blockade of Hormuz. I mean, they are blocking Hormuz anyway. Not allowing any ships to go to Iran, that's a good thing. This is actually should be done long time ago. Why you wait until now? So until now, they were able to have ships coming in and out to Iran? How smart is that? How you allow them to do that? This should be done from before, from the first day of the war. Obviously, there is not enough wisdom in the leadership. The first attack in Iran should be against their energy supply. Because army, they are using energy to make weapon, for welding, for missiles, for rocket, for warhead. If you are politically correct, you will never win any war. You cannot be politically correct and win. That will make mission impossible. And until now did not do it. If Iran was without electricity for 40 days, 45 days, millions of people will go in the street. The regime will collapse. They can get away with low, not too much job. Prices are expensive, but when there's no energy, there's no water, there's no hospital, there's nothing. I mean, what can do in that? What country? How country can function without electricity? Even the one who fixes your teeth, he cannot fix it. Trump, he should stop listening to those stupid around him, like J.D. Vance, and those who are under the influence of the foreign agent of Iran and others, like Tucker Carlson and Cow Dance. And he should do what is right. War is war. Who cares what people say? Either you go to war to bring victory or never go. Did you go there to negotiate? Finish it. Get rid of this regime. Have a friendly regime who they are good to America, good to Israel, good to everybody. And that will be considered a victory. That will change history of this area. And by the way, if we change the regime in Iran, doesn't mean that the regime will be friendly to everybody around. No, because those are Persian and those are Arab, and they hate each other. Nobody can fix that. So if we change the regime from Islamist to moderate, still the enmity will be there because those are Persian. And there's long history of enmity between them. In fact, I noticed today that the Department of War says we are going to clear the mines, the bombs from the Arabian Gulf. That alone will be a big no for the Iranian. So if the king become a king of Iran again, I assure you that the name of the Arabian Gulf will disappear from the map, and America will not use it. They will start using the Persian Gulf. They are even fighting over the name. Actually, if you look here, you see two names: Persian Gulf, Arabian Gulf. Which one? So the Arab, they say this is Arabian Gulf. The Persian, they say this is Persian Gulf. In reality, this is Persian Gulf. This never was Arabian Gulf. Never. Right? He got physical with who? You heard? We cannot go by I heard, he heard. At the same time, that means he's stupid. I mean, why you want to get physical with the guy? That means he don't fit to be in the negotiation team. That is not a smart guy. So I attack Abbas, the foreign minister of Iran, physical. That means he's dumb, that means he's stupid. I mean, are we sending junkie for negotiation? What physical? Maybe somebody trying to make him like, he's a kid. I mean, the guy, he cannot even move his ass. What are you talking about? This guy, he can get physical. Give me a break. I don't think even he can climb the stairs. Yeah, week off. He's physically not fit in any way, any mean. Right? He's a potato. All the team, actually, all this team who want to negotiate. Why Trump, he is sending his son-in-law, this guy he never talked. Have you ever heard him talking? I mean, even this guy, when he fart, make noise? What is the job of this guy? Why he's there? This guy is my son-in-law. Why? So what? We have foreign minister. So when somebody says he want to get physical with this the Iranian, that's funny. The guy, he can get physical. Lord have mercy. Never listen to rumors. Get physical. Yeah, right. GD throw, he came out with hero statues. How? Like what he did? What GD he did? Tell me. Guys, GD, he came out with hero statues. How? What he have done? You just tell me what he have done. I want to know how this guy became a hero. Go ahead, I'm waiting for you. In fact, he looks so funny and stupid because he took over the job of Marco Rubio. He is a vice president. He should not be there. You see, if a vice president of Iran went there, he go there, equal one. When you go to meet with foreign minister, you are lowering yourself. This is number one. Number two, he did nothing. Successful in what? I mean, you keep saying to me successful. This guy, he keep giving them what they want. He was so easy with them. He just want to sign anything. He's a potato. In fact, the Iranians, they say that almost we agree on everything. Suddenly, they change their mind. Who is the one who changed? It's Trump. This J.D. Vance, he's here, he's like, he's open his legs for them. Do anything you want. Just sign. Let's have peace. If you watch his speech, he's saying they did not want to give us a promise that in a soon future they will not make weapons. This is not what we want. Soon future. We are asking not ever to do it. Not soon future. Watch his speech. Just to give a promise? That's what we want? We trust their promise, huh? So this guy is immature, stupid, and should not be there. All right? All the team is going for negotiation, should not be there. There is no need to insult the Catholic. Don't be stupid. What does this have to do with the Catholic? So like now, supposedly Trump is a Protestant. All his family are married to Jews. What does this have to do with Catholic now? Don't be stupid. There's a lot of stupid people, by the way. He's a Catholic. So what if he's a Catholic? That is dumb. Bill Clinton was, who is the one who they consider themselves Protestant? I mean, all the Democrats, almost. And for sure there's Catholic. But don't be stupid. And now Trump is the saint to Trump? He's saint to Trump, huh? Yeah, he's saint. Anyway, people say stupid things. Who should be there? You should choose the best of your team. Somebody is smart, someone intelligent, someone he can play their game. Not someone is arrogant. You see, you right away you can tell that this guy J.D. Vance is stupid. Like, look what happened now in the election in Hungary. He went to do campaign for a foreign country during the wartime. We are at war. We are at war, literally. He go to do what campaign? And because he went there, I believe he lost. The guy lost because people get angry. This stupid Hungarian prime minister is bringing a foreign guy to tell us what to do in our country. That will make any citizen be upset. And the result is today, they lost in a massive way. To the point now this, the one who lost, he is not even going to be in opposition position. The seat he controlled in the parliament, they can do nothing to him. Same you see the stupidity of J.D. Vance when he started making fun of Zelensky. A suit. Somebody, he made a comment in Rumble about Zelensky. He said Zelensky is evil, Zelensky is bad, we give them money. My friend, let us say Zelensky is evil. Everyone in your government is a businessman. Name one, starting from Trump. So when people, they say things about other country leaders and they know nothing about him, Zelensky is evil. Why is he evil? Tell me. What he have done? You would say he's rich? This guy, he used to make movies like a clown, to make money, to make living. He worked hard to make money. Let us see he's corrupt for the sake of discussion. But that will not change the fact that Russia invade Ukraine And this guy, he is brave. He did not run. All European Union, including Joe Biden, they put their tail between their legs. Joe Biden, he says, let us be clear. Go check it out. A day before the invasion. Let us be clear. No matter what Putin will do, we will not get involved. That was a green light to invade Ukraine. American, they closed their embassy. Everybody ran. The French, the British, everybody. Coward dogs. Those leaders are dogs. Puppies. The American, they told Zelensky, you better run. Putin is coming to town. We will send you a helicopter, you and your family. Come to USA. We will give you a house here. We will give you a green card. The guy, he refused. The army of the Chechen army was almost 2 kilometers away from the capital, the heart of the capital. Yet this guy refused to run. I believe strongly that if the Russian army is 2 kilometers away from Washington, D.C., Trump is the first one to run. I believe in that strongly. Then he mentioned that we gave them a lot of money. We gave zero money to them. Because in case you do not know, all the money we gave them, they have to buy weapons from us. So we gave them to them. They never receive the money, actually. They never receive money. They receive weapon, which means we are giving money to the American companies. So American government buying weapon from American companies, giving it to Ukraine. We did not give them money. Same time, Ukrainian, they did not ask you for a mortgage. It's you who volunteered to do it. Why you blame the Ukrainian? Why we are short of thinking? Legally, they never beg you for a loan. It's you who gave it to them. In the same time, you know, when people they talk about we gave him $300 billion, we are giving money to everybody. Even China, every laboratory in China is paid by America until now. The stupid American, they are now supporting India. India is going to be... You remember the same stupid mistake, they keep doing the same thing. They were supporting China because they are developing country. Poor country, you know, let's help them. China now became a beast. And they are doing the same with India. India and China, they are trying to destroy the American dollars. Who is the one behind BRICS? Those two countries. And Putin. And still we support them. So we give them hundreds of billions of dollars. We support their laboratory. Even the machine they use, even Corona, who came out of China, it came from American-sponsored laboratory by this Fucci, whatever his name. It's a fact. So why you will not give money to Ukraine? It is you who made them come to this war. The Ukrainian, they gave all the weapon they have. They have nukes. Because the liars in America, they promised them, no, we will not allow anyone to invade you. Are we making things up? Are we lying? The American and the Russian, they signed an agreement with the Ukrainian. They said to them, listen. We will never let anyone invade you. Just give us your nukes. A lot of nukes. The stupid Ukrainian at that time, they believed the American. Oh, those Americans, they would protect us. They gave up their nukes, and this is the result. So we betrayed them. We took their nukes. We make them weak. We invade Putin. In the same year, I went to Ukraine, and the NATO, they were doing army game in Odessa. I have a video. Me with the Marines. I stand with them. I can find it and post it. I believe still I have it. They asked me where I served in the army. I told them I was in the army. We have a conversation. They made the Ukrainian believe that the NATO is going to stand with them. And as soon as Putin, he joined, every coward puppy, he put his tail between his legs and run. And they let the Ukrainian alone. It's a fact. The Western countries is behind the destruction of Ukraine. And until now, actually, I believe strongly they are using them. Their kids are dying to protect Europe. Nobody is supporting Ukraine because like Ukrainian. They don't like Ukraine. They are just afraid if Putin took over Ukraine, he will come to them. That's all. Nobody supporting Ukraine because they love Ukraine. Neither the British, neither the French, nobody. All the support is based on fear. And in the beginning, nobody support them. But when they notice that, those guys are not losing. Putin army is making shish kebab. Putin army, they were able to defeat them in Kyiv. They are going back. In case you don't know, in certain time, Putin almost he took the whole country. They arrived to the capital. So the Ukrainians, they did the hell of a job. How in the world you can kick such a massive army? Alone. And even when they support them, those wicked regimes in the West, they did not even allow them to use the weapon against the Russian army out of Ukraine. Even when USA gave them weapon, they says you can hit them only in your land. You cannot shoot one bullet at the Russian after the border. The Russian can hit them, destroy them, kill them. Ukrainian cannot hit back. Until the Ukrainian, they start making their own weapon, and they are now hitting deep inside Russia. And now Ukraine and Israel, they should join together. Turkey, they use our differences. Iran, they use our differences. Why Iran is a friend to Russia? Why Erdogan was a friend to Russia all this time? How he can be a friend to Ukraine and a friend to Russia at the same time? Is that possible? Yeah, they are wicked. They will arm both. They will make money from both. So the war will continue and both will become weaker. So Turkey one day can do their dream. The Ottoman Empire, they have a dream to take over all those countries. You know that all those countries were occupied by Turkey one day, right? So if you think it's impossible to happen again, think again. All those countries were occupied by Turkey. All the Black Sea is gone. Go check what they have done in Romania, in Bulgaria, in Serbia, Albania. They went all the way to the heart of Europe. Erdogan, he said, if every Muslim in Europe have 6 kids, we will be the majority soon. Just 6 kids. The dream never changed. And then you notice that all those who they are against Israel, they are in one line. Erdogan, he support Hamas. Putin, he support Hamas. Iran support Hamas. Tucker Carlson support Hamas. Gaudan support Hamas. All of them, they share the same thing. They are friend to Putin. They are friend to Iran. They speak about right and wrong and freedom of speech in America, but they don't care about freedom of speech anywhere else. Tucker Carlson, he defends the Taliban. All of them, they share one thing. They are dictators. They are wicked. They are criminals. They want to kill. Then, in order to make you believe that Ukraine is a bad country, they say to you they are corrupt. They say to you they are, bad people. They are thieves. We gave them $300 million. What about the money we are giving to Turkey today? Today. What about the money we give to every nation in the world? Until now, even with the Trump. And if Putin take over Ukraine, who is the biggest loser here? USA. And then Europe. Putin is trying to be Caesar. He want to have every Soviet Union country go back to the control of the Russian. As simple as that. Putin is a KGB officer. Suddenly, he is now a Christian, he wear a cross, he go to the church. Who in the world will believe a KGB, a communist, who killed tens of thousands? Suddenly, he is a Christian and he's a believer. We know that this is a lie. What the Lord said, from their fruits you shall know them. So we know better. We are smarter. If the whole world became dummy, we should not be dummy. And then always, I say to you, if your enemy supports somebody, that means there is something wrong with him. All right? If your enemy supports somebody, let us say you are a family. You are like you have 3 brothers. The father, he passed away. The father was a king, and now one of those 3 brothers is going to be their coming king. Who is going to be? So imagine this king, he have enemies who hate him very much. And then the enemy, they point their finger at one of the kids of this king, says, this will be the best king. What the people should do? If your enemy said he is the best, they should not let this guy become a king. He is the favorite for the enemy. Obviously, there's something very wrong. If the enemy favor one of us, that one is not one of us. He's one of them. This is how you know which one is good. So if Putin is a good Christian, will not support Hamas. Hamas killing Christians. They will not support the Shia. They kill Christians. Putin was watching in Syria those terrorists taking over Christian villages, and he did not move one airplane. He can stop them all in 2 seconds. That's why actually I never expected this to happen. This guy, he have a massive power there. He just sit still. He don't want to make Erdogan upset. The same he did with Armenia. Erdogan and Azerbaijan invade Armenia. They took Karabakh, and Putin, who promised, and they have defense agreement. He did not even allow them to use the S-300, which they bought from their money. They want to use it to defend themselves. He told them, no, you cannot use it. They gave them weapon. They don't allow them to use it. And now the Armenian, too late. Now they understand that Putin is a wicked man. He lied to them. He betrayed them. Thousands of their young men died because of him. Putin, who is loving Christians, he invaded Georgia. And he killed tens of thousands of Christians. And who is the one is invading Muslim Chechnya? He used the Chechenian Muslim to invade Georgia. The same he used the Chechnya to invade Ukraine, to rape Christian women. All of them, they are friends. The wicked Erdogan, the wicked mullahs of Iran, the wicked of Yemen. If you ask anyone in Yemen, those Houthi, what do you think about Putin? He's a hero. He's a wonderful man. Huh? Why? He's a Christian, supposedly. How come he's a wonderful man? How a Christian man? Isn't it the kuffar? The Quran says they are najas, they are filthy. Because he served their purpose. Anyone serve the purpose of our enemy, he is an enemy. Why Sakar Carson is defending Iran mullah regime? I mean, what is good about them? Why is upset? Why he was upset? Why he hate Ukraine? What the Ukraine did to him? What is behind this? He never even speak about one house destroyed by Putin. All of them, they share one thing. Hatred to Israel. Destruction for Christianity. Dividing us so we can lose. And you will see many naive, they say to you, we will not support the Zionist. That is very stupid because look like your God, he supports Zionist. If you read the Bible, they try to manipulate, they say, no, this is not before, this is not true. The Bible says clear that God don't change his mind. God make it clear, he said everlasting. Everlasting. God make it clear. There's tons of promises mentioned in the Bible. And the New Testament mentioned that too. That Israel will be saved. So the whole idea of dividing us, not to be supporting Israel, so they can take us one after one. If all of us we are united with Israel. Imagine if Russia and America are friends and they love each other. Imagine if Russia and Ukraine, they are loving each other. Imagine if all of us we support Israel. All those wicked weeds will disappear. They flourish because of our division. As simple as that. The reason for those wicked to be exist because we are divided. Iran will never dare. Who is the one actually building for them those nuclear facility? It's Russian. Who is the one who built for the wicked Erdogan the nuclear facility? The Russian. Why the Russian? They are building for their enemy. They have history of enmity between them and the Turkish. Greed and filth. And trust me, one day, all of them, they will attack Russia too. The foreign minister of Russia was shot in Turkey. The coward Putin did not even make a speech about it. They killed the guy, his foreign minister. They killed him. And when Erdogan, he threatened Israel, we know that his enmity is not only to Israel, to every single Christian person in Europe. Their dream is to take over Europe. They want to take Bulgaria again, Romania again, Macedonia, Kosovo, which is part of Serbia. And the stupid American, they gave it to the Muslims. God will punish nations who they are stupid and wicked. So you better be careful. Never join the wicked or the stupid. Eric, in this channel, we don't care who is Catholic and who is Protestant. Right? We were talking about division, right? So are you seeking division? The enemy of Christ, they love to hear people saying Catholic, Protestant, Orthodox. So what's the point here? If you are Catholic, shout what that would do to you. Hey guys, Catholic, shout out. Yeah, Eric, he wanna see who's Catholic here. What is this? How smart we are. You see why the enemy, they love people like you? Who's a Protestant here? Put your hand up. Who's a Orthodox? Let us fight together. Hey, let us throw rocks at the Catholic, and you throw rocks at the Orthodox, and you. If you see a Protestant, spit in his face. And the Muslims are laughing at you. What that will do? Use your brain, my friend. Use your brain. They hate us all. Those people don't care if you are Catholic or Protestant or Orthodox. Have you ever used your brain? Do you think they would think that you are Orthodox or Catholic? Or they hate you. We are telling you about unity, and then still talking about Catholic and Protestant. We do not need to agree on everything, but we agree that our Savior is Jesus. We do not need to agree about the icons. It's not important for me. We agree about the Trinity. This is what makes us Christians. We agree about the crucifixion of Jesus, the resurrection of Jesus. This is not. The rest is just politics. Those priests, they divide you. The priests. Never listen to them. You remember what Jesus said to his disciples? He said they are sitting in the chair of Moses. What does that mean? They are speaking the teaching of Moses. Listen to them, learn from them, but don't do what they do. Don't do what they do. All right? They divide us. And you know why those priests, they divide us? Because, okay, if I am not a bishop of this church, and then all of us became united, I will lose my job. We don't need all these bishops. The more we divide, the more we have business. If we make the church united, well, many, they will lose their jobs. The patriarch will not be patriarch, and the pope will not be a pope, and the bishop will not be a bishop. They are, it's a gang. They are not serving Jesus. If they truly serve Jesus, at least agree to celebrate Easter together, Christmas together. Can you even agree about such a simple thing? That's why the enemy, they love to divide us. They are happy to see Catholic versus Orthodox versus Protestant. It's time for you to wake up. When they say to you, divide and conquer, they are not laughing. It's true. A kingdom divided against itself will never win. All right? So don't be that kingdom. Otherwise, you will be the kingdom of the devil. Anyway, I'm not going to keep you longer. I hope I did not bother you with my opinion. I know many of you don't like it, but I say it. I'm not here to say what people like. I am here to share the truth. And as our Lord, He says, the truth will set you free. And who is the truth? He is the truth. And always remember one thing. Anything will make the enemy happy, don't do it. Anything. Is it hard? If me fighting with the Catholic or Protestant or Orthodox will make the enemy happy, that means it's wrong to do it. As simple as that. Right? If we support Israel, that will make the enemy unhappy, or getting so angry. That means we're doing the right thing. So, question: if we Christians support Israel, does it make them happy or sad and angry? Make them very angry. That means we're doing the right thing. Those people, they will never want anything good for us. Very simple. Very simple. You do not need to be genius. Study politics and study law and degrees. You see, degrees doesn't make you smart. It's not degrees. There's a huge difference between education and degree. I had degrees. When I study law, doesn't make me smarter. That's just you know the law. That is not education. That is a branch of education. The true education is about you knowing who you are and what you stand for and what you. This is the most important. It's like somebody, he live in this earth, he do not know his location, and then he want to go out. Go where? I don't know where I am. So you have to go and learn where you stand. Who are you? What you believe, so you can make decision. That is the most education, and that is the Bible. And then after that, having the Bible in our side, we can judge which direction we can go, and we can know who is our enemy and who is our friend. Education and degrees have nothing to do with each other. Somebody have a PhD doesn't make him educated. He is educated only in what he studied. But education is something totally different. It's someone, if you speak to him about anything, almost, he knew what he's talking about. For sure, not everything, but at least social, politics, religion. That is education. Someone is an engineer. He just knows how much cement with concrete, to mix with the steel to make a building. That's his job. That's not education. That is a job. So educate yourself. Learn your book so you can find the truth. And the truth will set you free. And as long as you hate your brother in Christ, who is Catholic or Protestant or Orthodox, you did not learn the truth yet. That we are one family in Jesus' name. You heard me before. There's many things, those churches, I don't agree with them, like big churches, etc. But still, we are family. It's like you have kids. You love them all. One of them, he want to do something, you think it's wrong. But still, you love the kid. He's your son. He's your daughter. You don't hate them. We are family. And when one of the family is in pain, as the Bible says, the whole body will be in pain. Never be selfish and think, I say, who care? Who care? Well, who care? Tomorrow something will happen to you and nobody care too. This is how it is. Tomorrow somebody will see you falling down in the street and nobody care. You would die. Nobody even will call for you. When you care for others, when we teach ourselves to be caring people for each other, then all of us, we are protected. All of us safe. We are family. There's no Greek, there's no Hebrew, there's no free, there's no slave. There's no white, there's no black, there's no Asian. We are family. And we have one master. This is not a Trump or Putin or Christian Prince. That is the Messiah, our Lord. We don't have other master. And any master want to take us away from Jesus is not our master, not even a president. Be careful. All right? So I want to say thank you all for being here and leave your comment and tell me how much you disagree with me. I like it. It doesn't make me upset if you don't agree. It makes me upset if you just say things without studying what you are saying. I hate to see Christians are ignorant. I hate to see somebody just copy paste. Anything I say to you, check it out. If it's true, believe in it. If it's false, throw it in the garbage. And this is what you should do to everybody you meet in your life, no matter who. You see why I believe in Jesus? Just because he made a speech? Because he speaks wisdom? This is not the only reason. I checked everything he said. When they said his miracles, I witnessed miracles. When they say that he changed life, he changed my life. When they say he exists, I believe and I see it. We have a living Lord, not only a book. Remember, the book came after Jesus, not the book came before Jesus. The book written about Jesus came long after Jesus exists. The Messiah first. The book was after. So for us, it's very important to be believers who practice their belief, not believers who make a speech about it. And if we practice our belief, then we should know our enemy. Those who want to seek our destruction just because we are not in their religion. And you know what I'm talking about. So if we allow Erdogan to destroy Israel, ask yourself what that would do. Erdogan, he have a dream to establish caliphate. In fact, during Obama, almost they were able to do it. Obama is a Muslim. Check it out. During the time of Obama, Syria was controlled by those terrorists who now they took over. The plan was of Obama that Erdogan will take over Syria, will take over Jordan, will take over Saudi Arabia, he will take over Kuwait, he will take over Emirat. If you don't believe me, go check it out. They have a plan, a cube, against each one of those governed by the Muslim Brotherhood, which is the branch of Erdogan party. They took over Libya, if you remember. Obama, he sent Hillary Clinton to Libya to prepare for a new government. They met only with one person. Who? There's many militant. It was the head of the Muslim Brotherhood. The Muslim Brotherhood, they took over Tunis. So look at the plan. Tunis, Libya, they took over Egypt. Egypt too. It was the most wicked thing ever happened during Obama. Egypt, Libya, Tunisia, Jordan, the majority are Muslim Brotherhood. Syria now under the control of Erdogan too. So the plan, we connect Turkey to Syria, to Jordan, to Egypt, to Libya, to Tunisia, and maybe Algeria later. Saudi Arabia, Emirat, Bahrain, Kuwait. 60% or 70% of the ministers in Kuwait are Muslim Brotherhood. The Emirati government, they are the same. Most of the ministers, including the education ministers, they were Muslim Brotherhood. Same in Saudi Arabia. The plan was, in one night, all of them, they will make a cube and take over those countries. I believe strongly that the Saudi and the Emirati, they receive information from somebody. Who is that somebody? Let us see. Who is the most powerful intelligence department in the world? The Mossad. They leak for them information about the movement of the Muslim Brotherhood to take over. Emirat and Saudi Arabia, overnight, they start arresting thousands of them. Because second day in the morning, they were going to take over the country. The army, the armed bases, the force, the air forces, everything. And that start change everything. When Saudi Arabia and Emirates, they discovered this, they announced Muslim Brotherhood to be a terrorist organization. And we know those are rich, Saudi and Emirates. They pump a lot of money to Egypt. People, 35 million people went out of Egypt against the Muslim Brotherhood. $35 million. So the dream of Erdogan collapsed, the dream of Obama collapsed, where Erdogan will become the most powerful caliphate again. His land goes all the way from the border of Europe, Syria, Jordan, Saudi Arabia, Emirates, Bahrain, Qatar. And we know that Qatar is Muslim Brotherhood. So at that time, Muslim Brotherhood controlled Tunisia, Libya, Egypt. Yes, Jordan, they have the king, but he was under their control. They are the majority. They don't dare even to go against him. And the Muslims in Syria, the Muslim Brotherhood, they were waging war against the regime. And they are in the verge of collapsing. What changed all of that is two things. The Russian, they fear they will lose their bases in Syria. They get involved to stop Erdogan from taking over. The Saudi and the Emirati, they receive information from Israel, which is true information, that the Muslim Brotherhood, they are going to make a coup against you. They gave them the names, the evidence, everything. They arrested thousands, and it's true. All they admit of the plan. Saudi Arabia announced them to be terrorists, the same as Emirates, the same as Bahrain. They start pumping money to Egypt. Millions of people, they go in the street against Muslim Brotherhood, they collapse. Then they start pumping money into Libya. They supported militant against the Muslim Brotherhood, and they did not control Libya. So when Erdogan speak about Libya, you see, he spoke about Libya. You see it? Just as we enter Libya, he's talking about what? Who? How he entered Libya? The Muslim Brotherhood. Until now they are there, but they did not control the whole country. The plan is massive, is big. So Egypt was under the control of Muslim Brotherhood. The White House controlled by Muslim Brotherhood. The Muslim Brotherhood, they have a mosque in the White House. Obama, he made a room for the Muslim Brotherhood. His consultant, he hired a woman to be consultant. She is a Muslim Brotherhood, but she's very, very well known. So Jordan, Syria, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Emirates, Bahrain, Libya, Tunisia. And if Erdogan, he got all of this, Israel is surrounded by one country now, called Turkey, the Ottoman, with a lot of money and resource. The oil of Saudi Arabia, the oil of Qatar, the oil of Emirates, and the gas, and Kuwait. Next, he will invade Iraq to be part of the caliphate again. And the rest will collapse one after one, like poor country like Sudan. The plan is massive, and the dummies are sleeping. And we keep shouting, screaming, says, wake up, but nobody want to listen. Nobody want to listen. God, he saved us from this gang. You know, when Obama, he won the election, I used to make a radio program. I don't know if any of you used to listen to it. Anyone remember? One of you, he contacted me. He says, I cannot believe that you mentioned that Obama will establish ISIS. And this was almost like 5 years before ISIS. I said Obama will never leave the office until he establishes ISIS. Go watch the video, the radio. I saw it as if it's happening, and it happened. So he sent me an email and said, I cannot believe it, CP. How you know? Obvious. The plan is clear, the Muslim Brotherhood. Until now, Trump, he don't dare to put the Muslim Brotherhood under the terrorism sanction. He's afraid because he will lose Qatar. He will lose Turkey. And he will have a lot of problems if we sanctions Muslim Brotherhood as terrorist. That means Erdogan is a terrorist. That means we're going to do business. That means we have to kick him out of the NATO. So which one should we give up on Qatar? Take the bases and the money and the gas and the oil. Lose our interest there because we want to sanctions. So he hesitate, even though Rubio, he make it clear the Muslim Brotherhood are terrorists. He promised to sanction them to be terrorists. Until now, did not do it. The only one who did it is in Florida, the DeSantis. Who you think killed Saif al-Qaddafi? It's possible to be Erdogan. We do not know. It's a messed up country, but it's possible that Erdogan, he don't want the Qaddafi because those people, they will not accept Turkey to be there. Always think about the enemy. Like if I will get killed one day, who is going to kill me? Who is going to shoot me? Always the enemy is going to be behind it. The one who hate me most, right? And you know who they are. Who got the benefit of this killing? Is Erdogan. All right. I suppose I'm leaving 20 minutes ago, until now you keep me here. I better go. And I want to say thank you all for being here. May the Lord bless you. Leave your comment. And don't worry if you don't agree. As long as you are saying the right thing, you are good to go. Don't disagree just to disagree. Think it, study it, and be careful. For the wicked enemy is waiting for the dummy of us to make poo-poo, to use it against us. Thank you all. God is good. So is Jesus. And we are the crusade. See ya.